Good morning, good evening. Greetings to all our brand ambassadors and welcome to Wow Women. Welcome to another week. We are celebrating women this Women's International Month, the entire month of March. We are happy you're here with us to share with us. And I know kings are here and celebrating with our queens, and we are looking at this topic today: wealth, wisdom of wealth. And of course, before we can actually absorb wealth, before we can actually understand wealth, our mindset have to change. And we've been talking about mindset change since we began on Passive over 4 years now. Changing mindset that we can change the trajectory of each and every one of us lives. Not living the same way, the same negative way, not living the same selfish way, but changing our entire mindset. We can become valuable, much more valuable than we were before. Before that life that corporate America or corporate world taught us, we are now changing our perspective, living a selfless life like our CEO, Ash Mafari, like that mother, that grandmother that taught him how to be selfless, how to give of himself, and that we can become recipients of the wonderful things that we will be reaping in the future. So as we wait for the overflow, let's do some budgeting, let's do some mindset shifting so we will be able to share and help humanity, help lift humanity in any way we see fit. So I'm gonna be talking about budgeting. So as I share my little talk with you, with my little slideshow. Oh, it's getting in my way. Just 1 minute. All right. Wisdom of wealth. And as I mentioned, wisdom of wealth starts from the mind. And I'm not sure why this is. Just give me 1 minute. Technology. Just 1 minute. All right. Just pardon me, the Zoom screen is getting in my way, so I'm not able to see where I'm at. So just give me a minute while I navigate this thing.
Take your time. We all are learning this technology.
That's right.
Why don't you Zoom, Miriam, while you are here?
Awesome. The wisdom of wealth. Bob Diffenbaum said, wisdom is not discerned by the amount of money one possesses, but by one's attitude towards money and by the way it is acquired and by the way it is used. That being said, you can have a lot of money, but without the wisdom of knowing how to manage and help, it will be of a little benefit to humanity and even to yourself. Now, tips for budgeting. Why budget? One might ask. What's the purpose of a budget? A budget is a tool we can use, whether young or old, to manage the resources we already have. So preparing for the influx of what unpassive will bring to us, let's learn how to manage the little bit we have, so when the overflow comes, we'll be able to put it in perspective. Many years and if history have shown that many people who have received money through the lottery, they became broke within a short period of time. Why? Because they did not have the mindset of budget. They never had this money before. They never had money before. And therefore, having this huge resource just dole on them like that, they were not able to manage it properly. So managing begins when you have a little. When you have your $1 for a student, when you have your $1,000 for someone who just started working, when you have your $100,000 for an investor, managing by budgeting will help to save for rainy day, as my mother would say. So here are some tips for budgeting. Before I go there, why most budget fails? Most budget fail because we don't have a way to track our spending habits accurately. We see we have $100 and we are forgetting that we have the phone bills to pay, we have the cable to pay, and we have other things to pay before we started spending. We go, of course, as women, we like pretty things. Look at how we look beautiful on this platform. We like pretty dresses. We like pretty things. Those who wear earrings, we like those nice things that make us look gorgeous. But with that $100 we have in our wallet, and we go in the stores and we see so many different things, and we say, wow, as we use the word wow, that's us women, wow. So we see that beautiful earring and we want to buy it. But if we have very good spending habit, we would say, okay, that's beautiful, but I am not able to buy it right now. You may not say, I can't buy it. No, I'm not able to buy it right now with the limited resource I have, because this money is for this bill. The next reason why some people budget fail is they lack well-defined, attainable goals. If you're seeing my screen, just give me a thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. Having a well-defined, attainable goal help you to balance things. If you set goals, you see that beautiful earring, I'm going back to that earring, or that nice garb that you saw in the store. You see it, so you are able to plan towards that, because you say, okay, this month I have to pay this bill. I will not go out to eat at this time because I'm saving towards that nice garb that I saw. So if I normally go out to eat twice for the month, because I see that garb, I minimize my eating out just to pay for that particular garment. All right. Now, there are many different budgeting methods, one of which I will be sharing with you, and it is the 50-30-20 method of budgeting. And what this is, the 50% of your income you spend on your living expenses, your car note, your mortgage, the phone bill, the light bill, the household, buying things for the household. So 50% of your income is spent on living expenses. And for those who have not started working, you get allowance. Let's look at how you spend your allowance. This will help you to be, when you start working, you'll be able to manage that nice little income that you're getting. If your allowance now is, say, $10, $100, depends on what part of the world you are. For a student who is attending college, you may have a little money you're getting from your parents. If you're able to manage that, you will not run out of money halfway in the month and you're going back to mom who are on a set salary. If you're able to manage that, being in on passive, when the overflow comes, you'll be able to budget, manage, put things in perspective, and you will always have something for the rainy day. Because as you graduate from college, you are looking at moving into your own house. You are looking at maintaining a family. You are looking at traveling. You are looking at helping the less fortunate. So all of these in the mix, once you're able to manage your finances, put in things that you know you need, 50% of your income or the little stipend you get for your living expenses. Of course, if you're living on the dorm, that's already paid for. But those little incidentals, if you are able to budget that, you won't run out of the little money you have. 30% of your income on wants and lifestyle choices. So the 50% needs, the 30% wants and lifestyle choices. So these are things that you can minimize. As I was talking about, you see that nice dress, you can balance your budget. Sometimes the 50% may become 60%, depends on where you are in life. If you're just starting life or if you're just buying a house, sometimes the 50%, 30% of your income on wants, you may have to curtail this, drop it down to 20% just to go over to the bigger part, the 50%, adding 10 to that, make it 60%. So it depends. You can mix and match, depends on where you are. That is why a budget is so important. If you're not budgeting, you will not know where you're falling short. You will just, every month you come up in the red. We are learning now how to budget, that we will not always be in the red. We will not always scrape in the bucket, as they would say. We will always have a little something. And we women, speaking from my mother's experience, she always have money, always. Whenever we go to our father and we said, Daddy, we need this for school, go to your mother. My mother always have something. Even up to shortly before she passed, whenever my brothers or any one of the in-laws come to her, she always have some money stashed away somewhere that she can give them to get them out of a little jam they may find themselves in. We are resourceful. And being resourceful, as we take care of these little aspects, when, of course, the overflow, because I'm talking about the overflow because it is coming. It is coming very soon. So when we get the overflow, we will be able to manage all of those resources, and we still have enough that we can travel. We can go, since I'm in the UK, in the US, I can go to see Rika in India. I can go to see Yasmin in UK, and we are not stacking up the credit card debts, because we are able to manage our resources and stack away a little so we can enjoy a little vacation without worrying about the huge credit card debts. %20 of our income towards debt repayment and savings. Now, where we are now, a lot of us may be stacked, buried under debt. But as we do a little budgeting, we are shelving away some of the debt that we have. We are sharing them slowly off, so we can be able to sleep a little better. We can be able to live a little lighter. We can be able to give a little bit. Because if we're buried under debt, we cannot think about anyone else. We are just thinking of how to get out of it. We're thinking of how to climb out of that hole that we bury ourselves in. So 20% of our income towards debt repayment and savings. The 50, 30, 20 method I spoke about, it's mainly for people who have steady earnings, but it can also be applied to anyone who receive a little stipend, like for someone who's in college or someone who hasn't started working at all. Some other ways we can do budgeting. Create a spending plan. Many times we go to the supermarket, or we even go into store. We call it iShopping. iShopping is one of the worst ways of budgeting. That is not budgeting at all, because they have a saying, all you can eat, what we see, or we are on a I-seeing budget, or we are on a all you can eat budget. Creating a spending plan will help you to tailor the $100. I'm going to use $100 to use the $100 we have at our disposal. We know we have $20 for our phone bill. We have $20 for a light bill. So $60 is left. We have $10 to buy food. So $50 is left. Now, what can we do with that? We have to make sure that all of our bases are taken care of before we splurge, as they would say. So create a spending plan. Separate needs from wants. We go right back to, what do we need in order to survive? What do we need in order to have a roof over our head? In order to have the basic necessities, our food? What amount of money do we need? So once we separate the needs from the wants, we will be in good shape. Do not rely on credit cards. Remember, credit cards is not our money. We are borrowing. Credit cards are good in order to create or build credit. It is not what you call it now, it's not your third leg. It is not your money. It's not my money. It is just an helper to create credit, to see how credit worthy you are. So it is just an helper. It is not your mainstay. So if you have $100 and you have a credit card for $4,000, you only have $100, right, Miriam? Only $100 you have. It's not $4,000. Don't overspend. So with the $100 I have, and with the $4,000 on the credit card, I only have $100 to spend. And out of that $100, 60% of that $100 is already taken. So I only have $40 to spend. So I will not look at that 4,000 credit card and think that, woo, I have so much money. No, let us stay in our means, see how much we can use that $40, and we can relax and go to sleep knowing that we have not a $4,000 credit card debt trailing us. Hold yourself accountable. When whatever we do, we have choices. We have the responsibility to make good choices. We are accountable to ourselves. We're accountable to our families. We're accountable to those who look up to us. Let us hold ourselves accountable. Again, my $100, I only have $40 that I can spare. So if I go out and spend that entire $40 on something that I did not plan for, I would have not been accountable to my little budget that I decide to use. Make sure we are accountable for whatever we do. There are many different ways you can budget. With a spreadsheet, some of us who are not that savvy with other tools, there are so many tools out there. You have momsmoney.com. You have investopedia.com. You have so many different tools. If you just Google ways to make a budget, there are so many different tools you can find out there that can keep you accountable, that can help us to be accountable. So when the inflow comes from OnPassive, we will be so happy that we were accountable to the $100 that we have. When the 100,000 start flowing, we will be accountable. We now will be able to share with someone who is less fortunate. We'll be able to do other investments. I know we have Queen Sister Divina, who is a real estate agent. She is very well established in real estate. She can share with us how we can put some of that money in real estate, invest in other areas, and make sure that the inflow that's coming with OnPassive, we will be wealthy in using the wisdom of wealth to put things in different areas. Instead of putting all our eggs in one basket, we'll have several different nest eggs. We'll have several different areas that we can put each sections of the investment that we will reap, the overflow that we will reap in OnPassive. And we thank Mr. Mufaro for this privilege of allowing us to see, to understand, and to believe in ourselves. Because if he did not share this with us, we would not be able to meet so many people around the globe, being educated by so many people, knowing that we can be more valuable in lifting humanity by being responsible, holding ourselves accountable for the resources we have and the resources we will be reaping when we become good stewards of what we have. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this is helpful.
Wow, 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 because our last wow will always be louder than the first wow. What a presentation. What a presentation, ladies. What a presentation. We want to thank Queen Miriam. You have done it. Yes, thank you. You have done it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need this. We need to know what budget is. You see, I'm a note taker, so I always have my pen so to take a few notes. But before I go into that, I'm going to give each one the opportunity to introduce themselves and tell us where you're tuning in from. Of course, it's obvious, but just to give a little introduction to yourself. So I'm going to pass the mic over first to my left, which is my heartbeat over there, Sister Rika G. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Wow, first of all, yes, again, a beautiful Saturday, and we are all together once again in front of the world, the wow world with the wow faces, with the wow women across the globe. Yes, we all stand from different zones, different time zones, and different locality, and everything is different from each other. But one thing is same, that is, we celebrate ourselves and we are women. We are special and we have the same sense of, the feeling that we share with each other, no matter from where we come, no matter what time zone. So here I am, Rekha Makin, and I'm from India. I pass on to Karine. Sister, over to you.
Aloha to everybody. I say aloha, which means it comes from Hawaiian, and I changed it a bit. Aloha means share the love, aloha. And I say aloha because I feel that I embody the loving spirits, and I'm ambassador, the loving spirit of OnPassive. That's why alo is sharing. O is OnPassive with a whole solution, complete solution for everything. And Ha is the holy breath. I call it love. So aloha means I share the loving spirit of OnPassive with you all. And this is to me wealth, because the love is wealth pure. That's one of the only things you can share, and it multiplies and leverage in eternal space all the time. That's my name, Corinne Isabel Mikes. I live in Switzerland, and I'm so pleased and honored to be today here and going to give the voice to the next one and later come back if you wish. Thank you. So may I say, or do you coordinate, Verona or Reka? I'd like to ask our dear sister Renata from Croatia, please.
Well, hello everyone, and aloha. Of course, I'm also sharing the love with all of you. And like Corinne said, the love is the biggest wealth we have in our lives. And I think no money can buy love. We all know that. And for many people, maybe the wealth means to have a lot of money and a lot of material things, but for us here, for me, the love is if we have health, if we have satisfaction, if we have our inner peace, and we want for all of you to have it. So thank you. I will pass my mic to Dr. Benny. Maybe she didn't hear.
Dr. Benny.
Okay, I will pass it to someone else. Yasmin.
Hello, good day, everybody, and also those who are watching us around the globe. And I'm glad to be on this beautiful platform with this panelist. Thank you, Rekha, for giving us this platform. My name is Yasmin, and I am Passive Brand Ambassador from London, UK. I will pass the mic to Nisha.
Nisha ji.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I can't hear. So all of you, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. All brand ambassador, all the panelists, host, co-host. I am Nisha Nayyar from India, and I am a brand ambassador. I am proud of OnPassive. I am doing OnPassive. I am very excited, and I would like to share my wisdom of wealth. I would like to say something. When you get your salary, whatever, first you do the investment. First, do the investment 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever. Then you spend the money. First, when you get the salary, first you invest 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever. And then expense. Then do the expenses. This is my thinking. This is my way of life. I do the same. I do like this only. Then invest where you have knowledge and control. Invest where you have knowledge and control so that you can control. And you must have the knowledge of where you are spending money, where you are investing your money. Then track your expenditure, money, whatever you are spending, track. Whatever is monitored, get improved. Whatever is monitored, get improved. So track where you are spending money. That is very important. What you have, if you have a data, then you have a control. When you have data, then you have control. So maintain a diary every day where you are spending, how much you are spending, where the expenses are going, where you are wasting your money. So data is important. Then never do expenses to show off. Never do expenses to show off. So somebody is having Mercedes, so I will also have Mercedes. Someone is having Audi or BMW or Jaguar. So it is not needed. So if somebody is buying, it is not okay, we should also buy. We will have to see our budget, our salary, our whether we have to prioritize our expenses, where we have to expense, where we can save, and start saving as early as possible, even from the childhood. Even we used to save. We used to have a piggy bank. You know, every day when we were very small, we used to save our money. So this habit is very good. So you should start saving as early as possible. Never take personal loan for luxury. Never take personal loan for luxury. So if you will take personal loan for luxury, then EMI, when the EMI will come, your budget is going to flop. It is going to flop. So never take that. Now I will share one incident. In the year of 2015, you know, in India, one of the persons, Sushil Kumar from Bihar, he won KBC, Kaun Banega Karodpati, it is here in India. Amitabh Bachchan is hosting that platform. So he earned 4 crore, but he was not knowing where to spend and how to spend and what to do. So within a 2 year, he was bankrupt. So never, you have to be humble and you have to be grounded. When the money is coming, you have to be grounded. So, because suddenly the money comes, then you don't know what to do, where to spend, how to spend. That knowledge is needed. That knowledge is very important. And I have then budgeting also. I do the budgeting. See, Mr. Marina, she gave the tips of budgeting, why you must do budgeting and why your budget fails. So because they don't track spending, that is what I was also telling, that they don't track spending. The lack well defined attainable goals. The money, by the way it is acquired and by the way it is used, that is very important. Mindset, she told about the mindset. So this much I wanted to say, nothing more. This is my first time I'm in the platform, international platform. I tried my best to say something, to give my input. Thank you so much. Thank you all the host, co-host, mentor, and all brand ambassador. You have given me the opportunity to say something. I have tried to say something. I don't know how much I gave input to this subject. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Nisha, ma'am, I truly appreciate you coming and accepting our invitation to be here. You are of great wisdom. And even though we are talking about wisdom of health, of wealth, you are of great wisdom. And it is so humbling to have you here on our very first, for your first appearance, and the WOW session here and the International WOW session. You are appreciated, you are needed, and we love you and we welcome you here. Hope this is not your last time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, now we're gonna go over to Sister Amina.
Hello, good afternoon, my beautiful sisters. That was very excellent presentation from our sister Mariam, but I wanted to add my story. When I was young, I am eldest of all the family, so I was not seeing myself, even if I was a child myself, as a child. So I was acting like a second mother or something like that. So I thought myself, if I cannot afford something, because I'm teenage and I'm on school, and there's always fashion which has come out. And I'm living in a big city, Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, before the civil war. So I remember one day when I was 16 years old, there were, a beautiful clothes, which is make it, traditional urban dress for, we call dira, from India. And it was and it was a hit. It was very hot fashion, and every girl my age was having that. But my mother was working hard and my father was not around us. So we cannot afford. I cannot afford to get that fashion. Then I told myself, I don't need it. I told myself in a young age, that fashion, I don't need it. That mindset, I never changed it. So now, in 57 years old, I am not crying over the fashion. The people say, hey, Amina, why don't you have BMW? Why don't you have a nice car? Why don't you have Tesla car? I said, I don't need it. Because I told myself in a young age, if I cannot afford something, I have to put it that I don't need it. So I will never cry over a gold. I will never cry over a luxury. I will never cry over the clothes. The other story that I wanted to share, my sisters, today is my clothes, some of them are 20 years old. I was telling Yasmin last year. My daughter is 20 years old. Now she goes in university. And there is some clothes that you can find, and if I've shown you, you will all exclaim, oh, Amina, this is beautiful. But it is 20 years old. It's the same age of my daughter. Some of them are 15 years old. Some are 10 years old. I will never care about the luxury. Because what? Somali language, we said hubqa. I don't know what's called in English. Hubqa. Maybe Yasmin is a professional translator. She will help me in English. I have a hubqa. Whatever I wear, I will just seem beautiful. I will just put my light makeup, put my red lipstick. I will smile and everything will be beautiful. That's one thing. That's what I have learned from my life. The second thing is, when I came in this country 23 years before, I have been involved in domestic violence and everything, and selfish husband was in my home. He blew out on my credit cards. I have like 4 credit cards. By that time, I have learned my lessons, a big lessons. I never owned a credit card. But before 3 years, I get back one credit card, and I just use when I wanted to buy something online. I can have all the credit card that I want, but I don't want it. I have taught myself and tell myself that I don't need credit card. As our sister Mariam said, that's not your money. So it is not my money at all. And when I go to supermarket, I taught myself I would never go to supermarket while I'm hungry. And you don't do, sisters. When you go to supermarket, eat something. Don't go supermarket with empty stomach, or you will buy something that you will ever need. You will never cook. You will never eat. You will never use. That's I have learned from this thing is you can't learn to go to university, but you have to learn from a life, from experience. The last thing I wanted to share with you is, when I became business owner in 8 years, one of my coach have told me some methods that I have to use budgeting. He said 50%, as our sister said, because she's very experienced about these expenses. I do that. But he said, because I work in myself, 20% you have to put somewhere a special account for tax, or the tax man. I will get terrible with the tax man. Yeah. And 30% he said, lifestyle, divide lifestyle and saving for rainy day. I admit I don't save anything now because I can't, because everything is expensive. Everything is expensive. Everything is rising, cost, all the cost, council tax and everything. But I use that 50%, 20% for tax because I hate to be investigated. I hate to be blacklisted. I really hate to be. I'm not brave enough for that. And 30% for these things. So today, yes, we are not giving as Sister Divine said, we are not divine. We are not giving, financial advice toward Ambassador. No, we are not doing that. But this is very, very important for us, our daily life, how we are going to budget. And I will get and put account what I have known already, what I have learned from Sister Mariam today. And that was a very excellent, presentation. And all of you, sister, don't go to supermarket with empty stomach. I'm telling you, this is really my experience. Yeah. And thank you very much. Thanks for this one woman. Thanks for our beautiful platform, which is getting bigger and better all the time. And everyone who is watching us, please subscribe our YouTube channel. This is more than important than CNN and Sky and everything. This channel is really more than important. And if you are a woman, you should subscribe it now. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, and wow. Amina, yes, go to the supermarket, but forget your wallet, forget your mobile at home, walk in the supermarket with your tummy full and enjoy the window shopping and come back home. And you will feel relaxed because you forgot your purse at home, right? You do not have your wallet, you did not have your mobile to use. So you still are satisfied. So yes, that was an amazing one. We would move on to all the way to Dr. Benny.
All right. Greetings. This is how I greet people, right? I always scream. Everybody is different, right? Look at my fingers. We have 5 fingers. They're different. See, they're not the same, are they? They're not. So I am different and we are all different. I want to greet each and everyone. Most importantly, our queens on this amazing panel. I want to take this moment to thank our God for bringing all of us here. The air that we breathe every second, you guys know that not everybody breathes, right? In the hospital, when you go to the hospital, there are a lot of people that are not using this air that we're breathing. They are paying for it. So today, I want to thank our Father, our Creator, who brought our visionary to all of us. Without our visionary, I will not be seeing you and I today. So we give him the glory. My name is Dr. Bernadette Ntinglet, originally from Cameroon. I am a proud Cameroonian. And again, I am a proud brand ambassador. Now, what do you guys want me to talk about? Anything? Sorry. I want to congratulate Queen Miriam. Magnificent presentation. I believe you're the one that brought the topic. So I'm going to try to say something about this topic based upon wisdom. I used to ask God, I noticed that wisdom comes from God. I did not know that. Because most of the time I say, Father, please help me. I need help. I need help. But when I was reading the Bible, I found out that wisdom comes from God. So I asked God for knowledge and wisdom, reading and understanding. God is the only one, but we have to push ourselves to be where we are. Now, when it comes to money, we all need to learn how to manage money. Sometimes when you see plenty of money, you just rush to say, like a lot of us women, we try to compete with one another. So when this one buy a big house over there, like the nurses, please forgive me for saying this, but we want to compete with one another to build the biggest house, but you're not sleeping in there because you're working doubles just to pay for the house. So please, anyway, wisdom is in fact the key to wealth, right? Now, through wisdom comes what? Great wealth, and ultimately the success. So the violent pursuit of wealth could lead to failure and disappointment. People make money, but they don't know how to manage it. You can have a lot of bank accounts, but you need to know that sometimes you work your 9-to-5 job every day, but when you're working, the money that you get, your employer sends to you, you need to save some of the money in case of rainy days. Please, this is an advice to each and everyone, not only to the women, our queens all over the world, but to the men as well. Please. So we do have some key benefits, right? Gaining wisdom over wealth. One is to instill strong character. When you instill strong character, it produces wisdom that eventually helps you positively influence others. The reason is a wise leader has passed through several experiences and always strives to maintain integrity in life. The next thing is to bring admiration in both. You have personal and professional life. Wisdom convey admiration. A wealthy person may admire, but not more than a wise person. The next is positively influence others. Your wisdom gradually entrance your capability to influence others. A wise individual can positively influence others around in all possible ways. So sometimes when you're rich, right? I want each and everyone to know that environment matters a lot, especially when you are raising children. And then when you have friends, you want to be with those type of friends that they are up there, that they are more reasonable than you. Sometimes don't put yourself low. No, don't. Exceed higher. Do you guys understand? To all our females, to all the men all over the globe. Sometimes they say, you cut your coat according to your size. That's why I said, do not compete with anyone. I might be living in a flat. I'll give you an example. I used to have a house, right? Used to have a house. Later on, when I was working, I lost my job. That was a long time ago, 20 years ago. But I say, hey, do I have to compete with those nurses who have big houses? No. Let me just go to an apartment and relax there. When you're in an apartment, you don't pay that much, but make sure you save enough money to take care of yourself. Please do not compete. As we all know, money will be coming pretty soon, right? Something that you and I, we are all proud brand ambassadors, right? Something that you have never seen in your life. The type of money that you're going to receive. Queen Miriam, thank you for bringing this topic. We have to learn. And we have to learn how to manage this money as well. You can have 2, 3, 4 bank accounts, right? Do you guys have families? Do you have family? Because to me, my father has 40 children. Then some of the children have 3 or 4 kids. So let me just say it's 100 of us, right? And then in Africa, some of our people don't have the money. So if I start receiving this money, I will send some to them. I will help them. And while helping, remember that you don't just give big money to them. Let's give an example. Let's say if you create an account, right? I know that it's too late. Let's say you create an account, not bank account, but on passive account to your junior sister or your junior brother. Do not give it to them. Do you know why? First, they will never respect you when they start receiving that money. Now, secondly, the type of money that they were making in Africa, well, I'm from Africa, right? Sorry. I'm just going to be giving small. Let me just say like $200 or $300 a month. Because time will come that you will be making big money, more than that a month. Then when they start receiving that money, they may not respect you. One, they will overuse it and hurt themselves. You know that when you become too rich, you see the money, it's so big. Then you start misusing it, then taking, how do you say, banga or smoking those things, then hurting yourself. So we got to learn to relax, to take care of ourselves, to work with those people who are up there. Like I said, do not diminish yourself. Do you guys understand? Anyway, let me be quiet at this moment. Thank you so much, Queen Verona, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to those people who spoke before. I respect each and everyone. Women, you guys know that I love you. I love my women. Thank you. Happy International Women's Day. Remember, it is the month, but every day we celebrate women, no matter what. We carry the baby. The men don't carry babies, right? But they need to respect us as well. But we respect our men. We respect our daddies. We respect our mommy. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I love you.
We love you, Dr. Smiles. Dr. Smiles. She said Dr. Benny right there, but it's Dr. Smile. Because once she show up and that smile spread across the platform, everybody will smile. Contagious smile. Thank you so much, Dr. Smile. Thank you. Now I go over to Sister Anna all the way in Australia. Go right ahead, Sister Anna. Unmute yourself, Sister Anna. Okay, so while we're waiting for Sister Anna to unmute herself, Sister Anna, okay,
Hello,
there she
everyone.
is.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hear my voice, I first of all, I would like to thank God, for his loving, his caring, his divine protection, to be part of this platform. And also, when I've seen of each one of you, here to this morning or tonight or this afternoon, you look so beautiful. You are the eyes of God. And then I am so thankful, to be part of this this platform. And also, the new faces here tonight. Oh my gosh, I was so overwhelmed, to be part of this. And also, I'm Anna, Samu from Australia, originally from Samoa, the paradise of Samoa. So I am so grateful to be here. And then I'm so proud, a brand ambassador. And then thank you, Miriam, Queen Miriam, for this presentation. It was really, touched my heart because this is the part, of our life, about the money, how, because, as the Bible will say, this is the, the money is a part of all of evil, the roots of evil, of all evil. But because we know how to, manage the money, but not to love the money, because, as I said, but the Bible was, some parts of the Bible says are talking about how to take of your money, while others appear to suggest that it's a mistake to care about money at all. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Other words, money can be used for good as well as for ill, but it is the love of money. And then, sometimes, we go through, spending money, but after that, we look at it, oh, we run out of money. because this is the way that we manage the money. So this, like Benny was saying, and all my sisters that, they just spoken about, how to manage the money. Yes, we don't have to compete each others, then we have to love when we have money. I have a big list, of my dreams, because this is for 40 to 50 years. I said to God, please, I really want to get into Africa. I've seen in a television, those kids, I want to hug them. I want to love them. I want to show your love, because according to your word, I have loved you with an everlasting love. So we just want to go over and then show that love to each countries, each nations. And then that's the, this a beauty, of this platform, talking about, love one another, as God's, first commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. And that is where we are now, so about the money, the wisdom, is from God. But it just asks, how to manage the money. Because sometimes, when we're so greedy, about the money, man, no, that is not the way it's supposed to be, That is not the way it's supposed to be, So we have to, because we are in the world, we need the money to pay our bills, to pay everything, our house. Because the world, the word said, we came here nothing, and we had to depart here nothing in the world. And then I'm so proud to be here. But thank you very much for my time. Thank you for the chance. Thank you. God bless.
Excellent, excellent. And as we thank you, Sister Anna, let's move across the globe, because this is an international platform. So let's move across the globe, and let's go a little bit in the USA with our sister Yvonne.
I first of all clap for Sister Miriam. That is a much, much needed topic, not just for us, but for our children. But our children need to look up to us. They are impressionable. They're going to copy those examples from us when we put wisdom into our wealth. And this is the right time to bring this topic on, because the much awaited things that we always work for, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to pay tuition for our children, we want to do this. The time is coming. But what are we going to do with it? Remember, the scripture says, to she or him that much has been given, much, much more is required. And also remember, throughout history, we have seen how people who are poor, either by choice or by the choice of others, who are relegated to the background, when they stumble upon money, like one of the sisters said that they won a lottery, they didn't know what to do with it. You never make a slave a president, because when they stumble upon that wealth, what do? They go mentally crazy. Now we have another problem to resolve, because that money is too much for them. So we are so grateful that Mr. Ash Mufarog created this platform through Academy, through All Blessed, through other things. We will begin to educate ourselves, one another. We are sisters. We are of the same circle and the same whole. We will educate one another on how to live, how to manage this money, and what to do with it to empower, to uplift humanity, particularly our children, because a lot of our children are confused. They don't know what to do. Some of them, they don't even have mothers in their lives, but some of us are lucky to have those mothers. So this is a wonderful, wonderful presentation. That is one of the topics that I was going to talk about on one global movement concerning our youths that Miriam just talked about. God bless your soul, sister, for talking about this subject, because we can all talk here today, but we know deep down in us, what are we going to do with that money? Action matters than words. Sometimes it is so difficult because you cannot give out of a situation or out of emptiness. And now you plan to give. It is actually to give. Like my sister Amina said, relating a story. I am in the same camp with you. I know my background. I know where I came from. I know what I need to do to empower that village that put their pennies together to educate me as a female child with a bachelor's degree for more than 10 years. I have a great responsibility on me. I have clothes that are more than 20 years, Sister Amina, and thank God that God sometimes does not change the shape. It stays there. And like people will say, oh, you're speaking, you're doing the right thing. Why don't you buy this? What for? What about my neighbor? What about the other children? What about the others that don't have? Aren't we supposed to be stretching a hand out to say, hello, I'm here? Or even the food, we cook food and take to people. We are here, we have different talents and different gifts. I am a real estate investor. There are a lot of talents here that we can come together. About 3, 4, 10 years ago, I organized women to come together about 4 times so that we can pool our resources together and begin to invest in properties all over the world so that we can empower ourselves, our families, and our communities. Guess what? They didn't do that, but we are here now. There will be no excuse whatsoever for all of us not to come together, pool 200,000, pool 1 million. Why not? If they are billionaires, we now are billionaires being made by Mr. Ash Mufarah. He is a God sent for us all. There will be no excuse for any of us to just sit and say, oh, I cannot do this. Because what you open your mouth, remember the words that come out of our mouth are so powerful. What you alter, you open your mouth and say, your subconscious mind takes it. That is exactly what you're going to be. But for me, I don't care where I come from. I come from that background, but I'm going to be a billionaire. I've been working for it. This is the man that my grandmother, who is watching over me from heaven, said, God has lined your path to come back to this village and take this mantle to all the children of the world and women, because we are the most affected. We women are the peace bearer of all society, while women are the strong brains behind every successful man. We are the bearer of all humanity. We are everything beautifully and wonderfully made and created in the image of Almighty God to also create. We need to stand up. We need to stand up. We see the pictures of a lot of African children being paraded over the TV. It is true. A lot of countries in the world have been made poor, not by their own choice, but by the choices of colonialism, imperialism, and slavery. And now, if Mr. Ash Mufarah says, we are the correction to the corruption, we are also the liberation to the oppression of all countries in the world. We, the women, have the potentials and the milk of human kindness within us to do that, and God will protect anybody from hurting us. We need to do it. These children, if Africa is the richest continent on the surface of the earth, I'm not saying that because I am an African. Why is it that they supply more than 68% of all natural resources in the world, the phone, the computers, and everything? Why is it that they're suffering? We talk every day on the media about child labor is not a good thing. Go to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Go to a lot of places, even right here in the United States. People are being oppressed, they are suppressed, they are relegated to the background and made to be something that they were not meant to be. We are here together as WOW women. We can do and undo with the peace and milk of human kindness that God has put within us. We can do it. Let us do it. We are the silent whispers, but the silent builders of every human society. We go all over the world. We're going to do it because why? We are WOW women. We're going to wow the world. Tomorrow, I invite you to One Global Movement. Let everybody subscribe. I already did. We need to do it. We need to get people to subscribe to these YouTube channels. We need to. Because if you don't do it, guess what? You're bringing your own self down. You're not doing it just because you want to do it for this person or because it's this friend. Guess what? I don't care who curses me. I don't care who says what. I'm going to do it because I'm investing in myself. We have to create that vacuum within us for God to continue to fill it up. Fill it up. If you don't put it out there and give it, guess what? You will stay stagnant. You will not move ahead. I just so love you guys. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you so much for the other previous speakers. Thank you for those who are still going to speak. We are one. We are one. There is nothing that can divide us. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. And this is why we are wow women. So before I go across the globe again, I just want to take this moment to give a disclaimer that we are not giving financial advice. We are not giving tax advice. We are not giving investment advice. This is our opinion, our personal opinion. So we want to get that clear that this is a disclaimer that we are not giving financial advice. No, we are not in the position to do that. This is our experience and this is our opinion. Thank you so kindly. And before we go any further again, I want to take some time to acknowledge those who are in the YouTube channel watching us. I see Dr. Patience over there, Lynn Nakamoto, I see over there, Debbie McCormick, I see over there, and I see Bimal over there. I see Keto, thank you so much. And I'm going to come back to a few more names. But before I do that, let me jump across the globe again. And I'm going to go to Australia again. As you can see, we are traveling. And I go to my sister in Australia, Sahola. Thank you.
Talofa lava, that's in Samoan because I'm Samoan. G'day, hello from Australia, and greetings to you all beautiful queens. I'm so excited. My head with so much valuable input into our topic, and I will not duplicate what's already been said because what I've prepared is already been said. But I say that if the topic of management, finances were part of our education, there would probably be more than 5% in the top wealthy list in the statistics. But the topic of, or the part of budgeting, first of all, with my weekly income, the 10% is put aside first for the supplier of all our needs, our God. He gives us everything, and he's only asking for 10%. So once that is set, the 90% is all mine. And the great thing is, I have an accountant who is also my daughter, who is our budgeter for us. When my husband and I were retired, my daughter said, let me have a look at your finances. She had a look, and there were a lot of things that shouldn't be there. We paid a lot of money for it. And she said, this is out, this is out, this is out. I am setting you a budget. It was a shock to the system. But you know what? We obediently followed the plan, and amazingly, we could live on such a small amount compared to what we wasted money on. So I'm so grateful I have this daughter who is looking after our accounts. And this is helping us also. So when the overflow comes, we know where we will put this money. And we are so, I personally am so grateful for Ash Mufari and his vision that is going to bless the world. He was definitely sent by God. Now, when the topic came across about wealth, there's a lot of, or maybe the first 5 wealth that they talk about, money is always number one. For me, my mental health spiritually is my number one. When that is set, my relationship with God is right, everything else will be fallen into place. So I'm just so grateful about today. Miriam, what a wonderful, wonderful, I commend you for the wonderful presentation on the topic of budgeting. I'm so overwhelmed tonight with the knowledge, the intelligence that's in this group. It is amazing. And I thank God for each and every one of you who are in this group. I'm excited to be on this platform. So I'm so grateful that I was invited in the first place. But that's from me tonight. I just want to bless you all. Have a wonderful day tomorrow or tonight or today. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Sister Sohala. Thank you so much. So we continue to go across the globe as we are going to go to the UK, where we have Sister Marianne Mohammed. Come on down, come on down.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad that I'm here again. And I'm glad that I'm the part of this beautiful platform. And it builds us. Since we joined the Embassy, our wisdom is wake up. And I'm very, very happy for that. And for me, if I choose the wisdom and wealth, I prefer to choose the wisdom. Because without wisdom, you never be rich. Or even if you become rich, you can't keep it for long. So wisdom, it gives also the kind that you help the other people also. And for myself, thanks God, I'm the person who always the food has on the ground. And I hope everybody, when this opportunity Ash Mufarah gives to us comes out, you have to sit back and think of it first, what you are doing. Don't jump. If we jump, we will be losers. So we have to sit back and think about it, what we can do. And you have to think also that you don't have nothing. You have to live the way you lived before, but you can help the people. And wisdom is more stronger than wealth. And I am, thanks God that He gave me wisdom. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. One of the greatest wealth is love. And when we have love, there's no barrier between us. Love is the greatest wealth we can acquire. So as we spread love across the world, as we spread love here today, remember, for those of you who are listening and watching us, it is love that is putting us together. It is love that will take us across the globe. It is love that will help us lift up humanity. It is one man's love that is Mr. Ash Mufarah. It is his love for humanity that spread across his heart, that expanded his heart, that allow us to now join force where we have Wow Woman platform. It is his love for a woman, his mother, his wife, his sister, friend, the next door neighbor, the person who has nothing. It is his love that allow us today to come and say to you, we love you. We love Mr. Ash Mufarah, and we love our sisters here. So remember, love is the greatest wealth we must acquire. With that said, let us go across the globe again. And we are gonna go to India, where we find our youths. Our youth of today is our leaders of tomorrow. Remember, We will continue to pour into them. As we teach them, remember our legacy lies in what we pour in. So our youngest baby here on the platform is Francisca. Francisca G, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Verona, ma'am. Okay, so let me begin with telling that never mistake knowledge with wisdom. Because when you talk about these two things, knowledge is something, you do for your living, to earn money. But wisdom is something to make a life, to make your life work, because wisdom is what your experience is. Wisdom is the knowledge you carry, like when you're born till the time of your death. All the knowledge, all your, all the novelties, your gesture, your work, everything is wisdom. So, making a budget. Okay. So, a person like me who's in a college, I should not be talking about it. But yes, I get a pay. Like my mom pays me. Like she gives me a pocket money, say for 5,000 for a month when I'm in college. Then I have to be limited to that budget. Like I have only 5,000 rupees and I have to maintain a complete month. Okay. So I am very grateful that since my childhood, when I was small, my mom, like, she told me that take a wise step. Okay. Whenever you go ahead in any kind of expenditure, just think, is it actually appropriate? Do you really have to do it or not? Right? So she told me not to waste the money, like not buying the unnecessary things and, not doing the, keeping a check on the savings, the main agenda, if I have 5,000, I keep 1,000 for the saving. And then I use that saving later on whenever I'm in a debt, say I've taken money from someone. No, I usually do not. But if in case this situation arises, I should have some amount, right? I should not go in a debt. Say in a case, I have lost my money. I do not have my wallet. What will I do? So I have those saving money amount that I can use later on so that I am not in a problem. So this is how we, the college students or the one who are not paid yet, like I am under an internship, I must say. So I get money from there, right? So I have a budget, like say 7 to 8,000. I have that budget. So this is how we can maintain it. As Nisha ma'am said that first invest, like keep an amount that you're going to save, because that is something which is necessary. Like you can have the expenditure, you can you want some food, you need money for the clothes, for the rents, for your college stationery, right? But yes, save an amount prior so that you have a budget, like out of 7 you have already saved 1K, and then you have 6K, so that now out of 6K you have to manage the expenses, right? But yes, that 1K, it's safely invested somewhere, you can use it later on. So this was my agenda, because see, we are from a journal family and we are taught that we don't have to go for useless expenses. Only invest or only buy the things you actually require. So since I was small, we, like me and my sister, we never wasted the money. We just we were very careful about getting the things. Like if we are getting something like say slippers, then we used to check, like, is it actually breaking, is it actually worth the cost price it has? So that is the mindset. We can have that mindset, we can go ahead with it. So at this age, when people, like students of my age, they think like going to parties, pubs, clubs, going ahead for the night outs and all, wasting the money. If we start saving a bit of money, that will be more useful, right? Like if I want something, suppose I'll need a phone after 2 or 3 years, I want a new phone. I should not ask it for from my parents. I should be capable. So I do not earn, but yes, I can save the money I get. I can save that 1,000 rupee every month so that after, say, 2 years, I am able to have that particular amount to get a phone for myself, right? So this is my mindset, and all I had to say about my the budget thing. This is actually because of my parents. I must say that I have this mindset because they, from the starting, told me about handling the expenses and budget. I saw my mom keeping a check on the budget, like say the grocery, the milk, and items, everything. I saw her that she used to make a spreadsheet. She has to write everything. So I was like, I am inspired from her. And that is the, you can say the genetics I have into me. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm done.
Wow, wow, and wow. I must say, this is our new generation. And this is what we need to teach the coming generation to help yourself and to see how you would go about tomorrow, making your own tomorrow. And Vanshika, I must say, yes, whatever you saw at home, you developed that nature in yourself. So what we learned is that it's the responsibility of us as parents, especially as mother, or maybe as sisters, to teach our brothers and to grasp all what we can learn from our parents. My mother used to do the same, and that is how I also developed the same kind of the same kind of knowledge, or maybe that's what I do, checking my budget on a daily basis. We need to set up the priorities. We need to set up the priorities and work according those priorities, because everything may be important in life, but what is the most important for yourself, for ourselves, for me, for everyone, that comes first. So just learn to set up those priorities, and you would be able to improve the budget yourself. But yes, this session that we are taking with the this important topic is very, very important. The reason why, because we may have a lot of money, we may have nothing at all, but if we learn to manage, we learn to manage our life, we are happy no matter how much we have. But if we are able to manage our budget, we are on top of the sky. But with OnPassive, yes, learn to know what is coming next, what is your tomorrow. Until and unless you discover yourself being brand ambassadors on Passivians, it will be difficult, because tomorrow when you would have that flow, you would not be able to, your mindset is at this point of time, your mindset is according to what it was yesterday. Now focus on what is coming tomorrow, and just start thinking. There's a question mark, please work on that. We will all together work on it, because we also have to learn, right? So it is just a session, and everyone will have their own opinions, but yes, start maintaining budget and think of tomorrow. Start thinking of tomorrow. We will together do it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Verona.
Excellent, Rika G, excellent. We oftentimes hear Mr. Ash Mafari says, how you do one thing is how you will do everything. So yes, the way you do things today is the same way you will do things tomorrow, but with a greater view of how you see your tomorrow. So how you deposit today, it will grow into your tomorrow, but it comes from the mindset. How will you view your tomorrow? What will you spend today is how you will spend tomorrow. So let us be careful of our spending. Now we are going to remain in India. And I see a beautiful lady here, my queen sister, my beautiful sister over there in India. Now, there are two Rikas here. And this is double love. This is double love. We have two Rika on this platform. And I got confused sometime. And I'm like, no, wait, there are two sisters. And Rika, there's another Rika that was Rika number one. This is Rika number two, or whichever way we want to put it. So let us go back over to India, where we go to Rika number two. Thank you.
So, hi, Verona. Thank you so much for inviting me. Rika too. Thank you so much, all beautiful ladies from all globe. Okay. Today I listen every speaker, those past speaks so nicely. They told about their opinion, what they think about all budgeting and all wisdom and all. So I also want to say something about all things like in this world, every woman knows how to budget because they handle their house, so they can manage their budget. Every woman has this knowledge to manage all budget and all money, how they spend, their needs, their expenses, their lifestyle. And in India, actually, they don't want to spend on themselves. They spend on family, they make a whole budget, but they can't spend themselves. So every woman in world knows how to budget. Okay, so everyone says this wonderful presentation from Mariam. So thank you so much, Mariam ji. And Nisha ji also told us how to manage all money, those we are getting from somebody, somewhere. Okay, and Dr. Beni, she also excited. She's too excited, and Vanshika also. And Amina ji told about don't go to supermarket. Yes, don't go to supermarket, empty stomach. Eat something and then go to supermarket. So my thought is that okay, we will, if we have lots of money and we have to spend where we want to spend. So I hope 50% we have to spend in our needs and essentials, and 20% we have to invest for future, maybe. Okay, and 10% for our parents and our elders, and whatever we think about our seniors, and 10% we will spend to our children, next generation, for them, and 10% we have to spend on ourselves for knowledge, not for fashion, not for supermarket, not for Mercedes, maybe not for that luxuries, just for knowledge, technical knowledge, or maybe future knowledge. So we need that. How can we manage our budget via technology? So we have to learn. So don't go to supermarket. Thank you, Amina ji. We don't go to supermarket, but we will go to library maybe. We'll go to library or tech park. So we will learn so many things, technical things, and then we will manage our budget like that. So thank you so much for giving me this platform and inviting me. So thank you, Verona ji. Thank you so much. So all beautiful ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rekha ji. And I would like to acknowledge something about Rekha ji. She is holding many, I don't have words, but yes, there was an International Women's Day. We celebrated on the 3rd of March, and she was the one who took initiative, and she did it all by herself. She is the principal, and she's managing her own college where she gives free education to especially the girls. She's already into this, you know, where we say what to do, how to do, but she's already into that field where she is doing it from many years now. And there are many children who have become the doctors and the engineers today with free education. So thank you so much, and a big round of applause for you. Thank you. You deserve the best. And we all, the women across the globe, we are together. Thank you so much, Rekha, once again. And yes, moving on to the next part of the world. Verona, it's over to you.
Yes, we do celebrate, as I said, Rika G, #2. We celebrate you deep inside. I watch your work. I watch what you're doing. I celebrate you from my heart, and I celebrate you from this platform. We celebrate you. Now, let us go around the globe again. We are going to come back to the USA, where we have Davina. Come on in, Davina. Come on in and let us hear your lovely voice. Your voice matters.
Hello, everybody. I still haven't really completely got my voice back yet, but I will try my best to talk. Thank you for having me today. And I'm very happy to be here with all these beautiful ladies. And on this topic, wisdom of wealth, first, I'm only sharing my opinion and my experience. I'm not giving any financial advice here. But to create wealth, you need a financial plan, and you need to have a goals, and you need to develop a plan to achieve your goal, right? And through that, you have to do your due diligence, and you have to hire a professional expert that can walk you through your, you know, what you want to do and how you want to grow your money. So you have to have a professional expert help you to do that. And then second thing is you have to have the abundance mindset. You have to believe that you are worthy of wealth and that you will achieve wealth, and you work hard to get it, and you will attract it, because once you have it in your mindset, you will attract abundance, and you will attract, you know, what you believe that you worthy to get. And I think that's all I have on that topic. But when we talk about the wisdom of wealth, what is very important to me right now, you know, at this stage of my life is health. I've been very blessed to, you know, to be at the point where I'm at in my life. You know, I'm established, I'm successful, but I pay a big price for it. I work really hard. I work constantly. I work like an alcoholic to, you know, so there was a price that I pay. And then, you know, things happen in life, you know, that throw you off the curve. You know, in life, you just got hit with a rock and everything just, you know, fall under you. And then you realize, you know, what is important in life. And it put things to perspective. And that is your health. Because without your health, nothing in this world matters. You know, with all the money that you have, you cannot enjoy it if you don't have your health to enjoy it. So that's what I learned, to slow down, to have a balance in my life. And that's what, you know, I wish for everybody on this journey, that you know, in this journey to build success, always to take time to really focus on yourself, work on yourself, and take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, you know, health is so important, to really, you know, allow you to enjoy life. And at the end of the day, you know, if you get to enjoy life, that's what life meant to be, is for you to enjoy life. And that's all I have for today. And thank you, all the beautiful ladies, for having me.
Thank you so much, Davina. Thank you so much. Actually, I got the message from Davina today that she's not well, and we can feel her voice. But I just said that your presence would be more than enough for us, the women, because we, when we are together, no matter we do not put our words, but when we are together, makes a difference. So thank you, and you gave the words as well today. That means more than anything. And thank you so much for being here with us. I asked her to rest, but she said, she really she's very hardworking, and the way I recognize her, the way I know her, is because the work she does, and she never says that she's done something. That means she is incredible. One of the wow women, and we love you, Davina, from the bottom of our hearts, everyone. Yes,
thank you.
Verona, over to you.
We love you, Davina. Get well. Together we are stronger. Together. So let us go across the globe again. As we travel, that is the whole purpose of us. When we're lifting up humanity, we travel across the globe. And if we are traveling virtually, believe me, we will travel in the physical. So let us go all the way down to Bangladesh, where our sister, Mrs. Erin, come on in.
I would like to address here, Mrs. Irene is not well as well. So she is also helping us to be, present here, but she would not be able to speak. So thank you so much, Mrs. Irene, for being here, with us. That makes a difference, as I said earlier, and do get well soon. Let's have prayers, everyone, so that we get, they are blessed with health, because the wealth is on the way. So it's okay. Now moving on to the next, Verona, over to you.
Okay, so let us go across again. We like to travel. So there's a voice. And see, all of us voice matter. But there's one special lady here, one special sister. I love her voice because her voice is powerful. And every session that we have, almost every session for the past week, she was not well, but I am so grateful that she is better because she interprets the entire session. Just like that. That's the power of what we can do. And that is my sister, Neeraji, all the way in India.
Unmute yourself, Neera.
Neera, I believe that there is something with your mic. You are unmuted, but we can hear a strange voice or noise. Maybe you have to fix the headphone or the volume. I don't know with what device you're working, but there's some scratching in there. So I assume it's something with your microphone. Do you have a headset you could connect? No, we can't. Yeah.
She can try. मीरा एक बारी ना बाहर मतलब निकल के फिर से एक बारी लॉग इन करना शायद ठीक हो जाएगा. Till she gets connected to us, Verona. I also am not.
Okay. So while we're waiting for Neera to connect with us, I see our sister Jane is with us. Jane is coming from Kenya. I told you we are travelers. We travel all over. So yes, welcome, Jane. Sister Jane, welcome, welcome. Let us hear your voice. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very happy and honored to be in the presence of all my sisters and in the presence of those who feel called to do something about really transforming the communities in which we find ourselves and beyond. I am so happy and really grateful to be a founder, first of all, but even beyond that, to really be part of the power of women. Because let me tell you, the truth is that it's really women who change the world. Of course, we allow men to think that they've done it, but we are the ones who get things done. And I am so looking forward to when the apples fall, which will then enable us to begin this work that is so important to make life wonderful for everyone around us and to also ensure that nobody gets left behind. And so for me, that is what keeps me going every day. I've even gone to the point where I don't even ask when the apples are going to begin to fall, because I realize that the apples will fall at exactly the right time. And when they do, we'll be ready. We'll be ready to do what must be done and to ensure that we leave this world a better place. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And yeah, that's it. I'm happy and excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, there she is, our beautiful Neera G. Yes, come on in, come on in.
अभी आवाज ठीक है मेरी?
हाँ जी, yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. And अभी फिर कंक्लूजन की बात आती है. हम सबने बहुत अच्छा, मैं तो पहले मरियम मैम के लिए बोलूंगी कि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन दी और रियली आज हमारे जितने भी अराउंड द वर्ल्ड जितनी वुमेन्स हो, जो भी वुमेन्स सुन रही हैं, आज उन लोगों ने बहुत कुछ आज सुन के एक चीज तो सबक ले लिया होगा. कहते हैं कि इंसान की जो कहानी है ना, हर एक की कहानी अलग है. हर एक की दुनिया की हर एक वुमेन की एक बात कहूं तो उनकी अपनी ही दुनिया है और उस दुनिया में उनको कैसे जीना है, हर एक का अंदाज अलग है. लेकिन हर एक के जो कहते हैं ना माइंड में माइंडसेट जो है वो हर किसी का अलग है. लेकिन आज जो मरियम मैम ने बजटिंग के ऊपर जो प्लान जो है वो बताया, रियली वो बहुत ही फैंटास्टिक जॉब डन हुआ. और मैं एक चीज कहना चाहूंगी, वो जो आज बाइफिकेशन उन्होंने बताई है 50-30-20, हम लोगों को रियली उससे बहुत ज्यादा जो है ना हम सबको एक सबक मिला होगा जिंदगी का कि वैसे तो कहते हैं ना हर किसी के पास संपत्ति है, किसी के पास थोड़ी, किसी के पास ज्यादा, और डिपेंड करता है कि जितनी है उसको उसमें भी जिंदगी को आसानी से कैसे जीना है, खुशहाली से कैसे जीना है, उसको एक त्योहारों की तरह कैसे मनाना है. ये सब डिपेंड करता है कि हमारी सोच कैसी है. तो आज हर एक ने बहुत अच्छी तरह से बताया. मैं तो एक चीज कहना चाहूंगी कि हमारे बीच में जो सबसे यंगेस्ट वंशिका जी हैं, वो भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से हर चीज को समझती और बताती हैं, क्योंकि हम लोगों को तो फिर भी एक्सपीरियंस लाइफ का जो है वो कुछ एज के थ्रू भी आता है. लेकिन वो अभी से हमारी आज की यंग जनरेशन जो है बहुत स्मार्ट हो गई है बेसिकली, तो हमें उनको भी सैल्यूट कहना चाहिए. तो अभी एक चीज कहना चाहूंगी कि यस, अगर हम अपना जैसे आज का कंक्लूजन अगर निकालें तो यही निकलता है कि जो हमारा अगर जो भी हमारे एक्सपेंसेस हैं वो अगर हमारे कंट्रोल में रहती हैं अगर हम उसे सोच समझ के यूज करते हैं तो हमारी लाइफ जो है वो इजी हो जाती है। अगर कहीं पे नीड है तो वहां पे तो हमारा मजबूरी है कि वो एक्सपेंस तो हमने करनी ही करनी है, लेकिन एक्सपेंस करते हुए अगर हम ये नहीं देखते, उस पर कंट्रोल नहीं करते, कहीं ओवर हमारी जो कहीं पे एक्सपेंसेस होती है जिसकी जरूरत नहीं होती है लेकिन फिर भी हमारे हाथ खुले रहते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारा जो फ्यूचर है वो उससे थोड़ा हिल जाता है। जब हमारा बजट हिल गया तो नेचुरली हमारा फ्यूचर भी जो है थोड़ा डार्कनेस की तरफ जाता है। सो आज का जो ये टॉपिक था ये बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक था। वैसे तो अपनी जिंदगी जीने के लिए हर किसी के पास बहुत अच्छा मतलब एक्सपीरियंस भी होता है और अपना हाथ भी वैसा ही चलाते हैं जैसा उनका जेब होता है। लेकिन एक निशा जी की बात जो है ये बहुत अच्छी लगी कि यस, अगर हमारे पास अगर बजट के बाद भी अगर हमारी, मान लीजिए उन्होंने एक एग्जांपल जो दी कि जो हमारा केबीसी में 2015 में किसी पर्सन ने 4 करोड़ तक जो अर्न किए, लेकिन 2 साल के अंदर वो बैंक करप्ट भी साबित हो गया। क्यों? क्योंकि लिमिट से बाहर जब हम अपने पैर पसारते हैं, जब कंट्रोल नहीं रहता है, जब हमें जांच नहीं होती है, हम प्लानिंग नहीं करते हैं, तो फिर हम कहीं के नहीं रहते। तो अगर हमारे पास कम भी है लेकिन अगर हम उसमें प्लानिंग से चलते हैं, उसके अपनी लिमिटेशंस को देख के हुए चलते हैं, तो हम कहीं ना कहीं अपनी जिंदगी को बेटर तरीके से जी सकते हैं। तो एक चीज अभी यहाँ पे मैं भी कहना चाहूंगी कि जो इंसान की जो एक खास करके एक चीज मैंने ये अमीना मैम ने जैसे बताया कि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जरूरी नहीं है कि हम लोगों की जो जरूरतें हैं उससे कई बार हमारी ख्वाहिशें जो है ना वो जरूरतों में बदलते हुए उस पे कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, जबकि हमारी जो जरूरतें हैं उनको तो पूरा करना ही है। लेकिन ऐसा भी होता है जैसे उन्होंने बताया कि जब कभी बजट से बाहर की चीज पे नजर पड़ती है तो क्या कहना चाहिए, आई डोंट नीड इट। रियली अगर हम कहीं जाना है तो हम बाई साइकिल से भी जा सकते हैं, बाई फ्लाइट से भी जा सकते हैं। चॉइसेस और डिपेंड करता है हमारी डेस्टिनी पे कि हमने कौन सा व्हीकल चूज करना है। लेकिन जहां हमारा नॉर्मल से चल जाता है तो हम एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी उस पर खर्चा ना करते हुए तो अपनी लाइफ को हम इजी बना सकते हैं। तो आने वाले टाइम पे हमारे पास बहुत आएगा, ओवर द लिमिट ओवरफ्लो आने वाला है, उस टाइम की अलग बात रहेगी। लेकिन फिलहाल की जो जिंदगी है उसे हमने अपने कंट्रोल में रखना है, उसको प्लानिंग से चलते हुए जाएंगे तो बहुत बढ़िया रहेगा। सेकंड थिंग, अभी ऐश वफारे सर ने हमें उस लेवल का बना ही दिया है कि अब क्या होने वाला है। कहते हैं ना, जब संपत्ति आपकी जो है आपके पास आएगी, अभी भी जो है, तो अगर हम उसकी तुलना करें तो हम कैसे माना जाता है कि ये एक इंसान जो है बहुत मतलब पुअर है या रिच है, ये डिपेंड करता है आप कैसा अपने लिए करते हैं और दूसरे के लिए करते हैं, आप ह्यूमैनिटी के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, ये भी डिपेंड करता है। तो हमने ह्यूमैनिटी के लिए बहुत कुछ करना है क्योंकि आश मुफारे सर ने हमें वो वे दे दिया है, वो रास्ता दे दिया है। सो आज की डेट में जिस तरह से हमारी जिंदगी चल रही है, हमने अभी से अपना जो है माइंडसेट जो है इसको बदलाव लाना है। हमने हाई 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 अपनी थिंकिंग को लेते हुए जाना है, क्योंकि आने वाले टाइम पे हमारे पास बहुत आने वाला है, और जब आने वाला है तो उसको कैसे देना है, हमने देना सीखना है। पहले तो कभी ऐसा होता होगा कि लेना सीखते थे, अभी हमने देना सीखना है। अभी देने में जो मजा है ना उसका हमने एंजॉय करना है। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच मुझे यहाँ पे बोलने का मौका देने के लिए। ओवर टू यू रेखा मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच नीरा जी, आपने बहुत सही बताया। एंड दिस इज फॉर आवर national all the brand ambassadors and all those who are watching us. I would also request from our beautiful those who are here with us, in case if you would like to address in your own languages as well, you may feel free to do so, so that we can reach out to many at this point of time till we are using Zoom. Once we are out of the Zoom, we would be able to have O Connect, and that will help us to connect the world with our own languages, because we would have the better version of it. So yes, we have Corinne, our sister, all the way from Switzerland, and we would love to hear from her. Over to you.
Thank you, Reka. And thank you again. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you all. And thank you very much, dear Sister Miriam, for your presentation. I've heard so many spices today, and I would like to flip the page a little bit, but that's my part. You remember that our genuine CEO, Ash Mufareh, with his name of Ashraf Mufareh, which means in Arabic, the most honorable creator of joy. So I'm addressing here that he says also, I remind every one of us that we attract the ones we are. Okay, please, just listen with your heart, not with your mindset, but with your heart set. If we have a set in our heart, I don't think the heart has a set. The heart is wide open eternally, wisdom and love. And I'm not talking about the love in between of human beings, which can be traded somehow, but the unconditional love. Okay. And here I would like to address to dear Amina. Thank you very much for you sharing, because and everybody, Dr. Smile, and moderation of Verona and Reka, beautiful, just beautiful. We have so much richness, so much wisdom, so much abundance of knowledge and wisdom here in between of us, which makes me really, really happy and fulfilled. So yes, I know this too, Amina. I have clothes today which are 20 years old, but they're new because I don't know how it, you know, I don't have the drive to get always the new things because it's fine. And I remember when I was a child, I didn't like brands, you know, just Chanel or something. I didn't like to label myself with anything else. I knew at that time that I was different than a label. However, I want to say here, please, I know, I am aware that every parents, mothers and fathers, they're always doing their best, always. Now, I'm saying, however, from my experience with my parents, my mother, she educated us out of a lack consciousness. Lack. She belongs and comes, my ancestors are in Africa. There is a lot of lack consciousness from my perspective. And my father, he was very generous. However, he had a lack consciousness too. The understanding of love and money was a bit misconception. And as a rebel, you say a rebellion, somebody who is doing something different, you know, I walk away from my parents when I finished college, with 18. And my parents said, well, if you go away and don't do what we expect from you, because this was a pressure expectation to gain money, to make this, to label yourself here in Middle Europe. And I've been traveling all over, also in China, and you know, I've been working in banks and every different combinations of different companies. And in my family system, I went away and they said, no money now. And I didn't have any money, but I went away. I broke the rule and I said, I'm here a survivor because I know that I can do it. It was just like an inner revolution I went through. And I'd like to transport everybody of you to step out of the old paradigm. And that's my personal experience of giving your own value, comparing what you gain in money. I don't save. I let the money flow. I think it's just like energy. I receive it and I give it. I always have enough. You know, it is my consciousness. And my life partner now, Andy, who's a brand ambassador too, and we are 15 years together. He's so generous. He helped me to remember, to remind that we are abundant already. And you know, how shall I say? Take a deep breath, Corinne. You know, relax, because I'd like to transport. Please, we don't have to wait on the money. Money is energy. We have and we are energy ourselves. So what we have, or what we are responsible to remember, is to work and remind who we really are. We are energy too, and we have so much potential. And On Passive, to me, is the vessel to unleash our potential out of whatever is joyful for us. I was invited once in the college with the kids were my son, and he didn't like my personality in the pubertarian phase, you know, but I was invited there. And then I said, okay, here, I recommend you to do and study whatever you like to do out of your heart and out of your joy, what gives you joy. And, you know, here in Switzerland, everybody's just like banking and everything. And they were listening. And what are you saying? I say, yes, please. I'm reminding you, whenever you do what is joyful for you, you will be in the flow. And the energy and the money and whatever is going to flow to you. You don't have to chase. If you chase always behind the money, you're always in lack first, and always in conflict with yourself, just like Divine said too, with a divine name. I bow in front of you, Divine, because we are divine inside. And we are invited, or I invite you to look in yourself and do whatever you love to do. Your potential, not comparing with the others. We have heard all this. Budget with yourself, you know, your energy, and you will have more than enough, always more than enough. And yes, we here in now I live in Europe, in Switzerland, and we are very, very under, let's say, control with, you know, politics, the taxes and so on. I don't care. I don't play this game anymore. I'm the breaker, the inviter to say, step out of your box, just as Ash Mufareh says also, you know, think big. And we are now in the era to really share however, whatever we have or whatever we are, share. And it will, maybe this is the law of attraction. And, you know, if you set the seeds, it's the soil. You have to take care of your own soil. And then On Passive, we have this beautiful soil with so many potentials. So don't copy anybody, but remember who you are. And I promise, no, from experience as a holistic coach and from my own experiences, because I've stepped out of these systems and said, I'm going to do it in a different way, but I know and I trust, because I'm aligned with Divine Source and with Mother Earth, who gives us all the gifts. Mother Earth has everything. There's no traits. It's always the cycle of abundance. Always, always, always. And we are Earth too, if we are grounded, as you said here. And, you know, it's trusting in our intuition. So please, please remember that you attract who you are, and remember who you really are, and listen to all these opinions and form your own. This is just like a wonderful buffet we have all. Create your own buffet, because you are abundant already inside. So I invite you to go out of this lack and running after the money. And maybe I could give you this impulse to let it flow. let it flow. I live from day to day. I tell you, I don't have much money in my bank account. Of course, I'm grateful for every single penny, but I just think and feel what is needed today. I wake up and say, what can I do today to please or to be in service of love and to be in service for others, including me? You know, and we are all we are all together. So being in service of your divine core, which is God in you and outside, everything is God to me, everything is divine. And if we know, as Ashma Farah, Jean and CEO said, also there's enough money everywhere, more than enough, but it's distributed on strange, interesting way. So we are the equalizer. Let's equalize and balance, and it starts with us. We balance our conditionings. We break with our patterns. Break with your patterns. Be courageous to step out and say, well, I'm going to do it different way. Today, whatever, try, and you will keep smiling. Because the children, what do? Are they conditioned? I mean the children which are not conditioned here in Switzerland with the school system. We are breaking everywhere. We want to break the rules which are so square. New education system, right? New finance system, new our own system too. How conditions and how many patterns do you have? I have many. I'm in maintenance all the time, I tell you. Everybody's perfect as they are. Since I had this near-death experience, I have turned around the page, and you know, and I felt and I've experienced that everything is connected with everything. So everything is connected with everything, just as in a passive ecosystem. And Unpassive does the rest for us. So please just unleash your potential within, wake up and smile to the world and smile, give your best smile, because you know that you are the best version of yourself, and tomorrow the better version of yourself, and after tomorrow the better. We will live in the moment of the now and take action now towards you, and you will change the epigenetic field, which is the surrounding. Yes, it's natural. It's just natural. Just be natural, relax. I'm not saving, you know, because I'm not in fear. I just say, come on, here we are. And it flows, just like the rainbow, Verona, you know, all colors, and all spices. And of course, I'm so grateful of being with all of you and everybody who's joining in the different roles in Unpassive, because this is the lifestyle. The lifestyle of Unpassive is, apart from being compassion in action with our bless and our heart for everybody, uplifting humanity, of course, there are many ways. There are many ways, and it doesn't have to be always the money. Better maybe to has our leader Charles Awesome reminds it also always, you know, teach how to fish. You know, so what teachings, what rememberings are we going to give to the world, to, if they want, you know? Last week we talked about that. So that's my remembrance for you all. Trust in your intuition, open up your inner world, and unleash your potential with trust that you are divinely guided and we are divinely orchestrated all. You don't have to worry about anything. Everything is fine as it is, and we relax. And thank you everyone for all your sharings. Together we are the power, and also the brainstorming power, right? And inspire ourselves to step out and step beyond our expectations, which is always in our ego. Oh, and the conditionings. What's about the intuition and the inner pure child, which just want to play? and want to share with everybody. You know, the children, yeah, you know, that's just, well, I don't know. Thank you for listening to your heart. Please, please, please. Thank you for listening to your heart and follow your inner guidance. And then you will be always right, because you do the things right. You do it with heart, and you care about everybody, because we are caretakers. We are caregivers, caretakers. We are all together. And this is a new era where we are stepping out of the old paradigm of having to do, comparing, being better. No, 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 no. You are perfect as you are. Allow yourself to grow within, or to expand your potential. Not even to grow, to expand and open up and say yes to yourself. This is self-worth. This is the best treasure we have, is the self-worth, the self-love. And then we are ready to love everything and everybody. Yes, thank you, Verona and Reka and everybody. I love you so much, and it's eternal love. Thank you.
Wow, wow, and wow. And honestly, Corinne, today we are happy here because we understood something, and that is the reason we are together. As you said, we are stronger together. Wow, women, wake up, all the women across the globe. Let's be united. Let's learn the new version of ourselves, because Mr. Ash Mufareh, thank him. He has given us a new vision to look the life in a new way, a better way. And honestly, alone, we would never be able to achieve that. We have to be together. And beautiful words coming from one of my favorites, and I love her. A life of balance is a happy life. All the way from Lynn Nakamoto, sister. Thank you so much, everyone. And the comments are beautiful in the session today. Thank you so much for supporting each other, because without the support, we would not be able to balance the life. It's not only about money, it's about balancing the life, balancing the universe itself. The new version is required. And moving on to UK, we have a beautiful sister, Yasmin. Over to you.
Hello, what a wonderful session, and what a perfect, brainstorming. When we put our brains together, it's so wonderful, and you cannot find the world anything like this. So we are so blessed to be here. Everyone said a lot of wisdom, and also thanks to Miriam, who has given us a perfect presentation. Especially, I admire her because she's the right person as an accountant to give us that kind of opinion and guidance. For me, I will just take a kind of reminder and see a different angle of the subject, as we are reminding ourselves about today's wisdom and wealth. What is the foundation of wisdom and wealth? Why we are talking about today, and why we are on basket. Wealth is defined as a large amount of money and valuable material possession, where the definition of wisdom is the ability to think and act, utilizing knowledge, experience, understanding, common sense, and insight. And the relationship between wisdom and wealth, by saying that wisdom is the wealth. In some way, we value money, and we shouldn't value wisdom. But that is the wisdom, not the money, which makes valuable things in life. And we all, as a brand ambassadors, why we have crossed our roads into this life, why we have been crossed the road our roads of life with Mr. Ash Mufarah. There's a reason. God brought us here for a reason. Today we are all in this powerhouse, and there are other also 1.4 plus million who can move mountains for taking one decision against a kind of governmental, decision we can just change for petition. We can contribute for $1 and build a whole hospital or a whole school. That's our power. But what I see about what is the foundation that we met? So when we are taken as a human being, we love wealthy, and everybody knows what they will do. As Ash Mufarah said, all of us, we will have the vehicle, which is Ombasif, to travel success. But everyone will not be in the right destination. And he said it's in our DNA. So as this wealth that we are expecting from Ombasif, and also those kind of agreements, everyone will not be the expected destination. Some of us spoil themselves even and take the wrong decisions. So I will take a reminder about thinking through what matters most, planning thoughtfully, investing wisely, rising the racing generation, making a sharing decision. Why making a sharing decision? We are all together here. And remember, we have agreed that every one of us will change someone around them. And togetherness, we will change the world. And I am sure talking about our bitter truth is, at the end of the day, there will be some kind of conflict between us. Some of us will not be happy down the road. When this wealth comes and we contribute to all bless, everyone will not be happy. But the decisions we have to take is that we shouldn't be, see ourselves as the makers, but instead of contributors. For me, I took a decision about being Ombasif, considering the foundation of why we crossed our roads with Ash Mufarah and with all of us. I don't want to, with my own wealth from Ombasif, if I get something, I will take my own decisions and change one person at a time and be part of the contribution with the change makers, but I will never take the lead. That's my boundaries. And to everyone and each one of you, I will just deliver everything you want to deliver with you, without no strings, without no expectations. As me and Amina are doing, we just go and support every session, every program and everything. I will keep continuing doing that. Wherever you need me, I will just be part of it and smash with you. I'm not expecting anything back. And that's what I want every one of us to take that decision. At the end of the day, we are a human being, and I am sure every religion has the same belief. And I will take, as a Muslim, there's Hadith Ibn Abbas, anhu, which says, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, he is not a believer. Anyone who has a full stomach while his neighbor is sleeping with an empty stomach. So the reason we came here is not about taking care of ourselves and going wild and now getting guidance, but opinions about how to take care of the money. But there is a reason why God brought you into Ombasif. And we all admire Ash Mufarah. But can we try to learn from him? Can we just be at least 30% of him? That's what we need to do. We expect Ash Mufarah to please and respect each one of us in that much of a number. But can I respect and also learn from Ash Mufarah to treat equally those people around me. Can I be kind? Can I share my every thing I have with you guys and the rest of the ambassadors? So let us, learn from our truth bitterness, and let us not sugarcoat who we want to be. We love Ash Mufarah. We want to get, the wealth and this and that. But when everything moves on, and when we start to contribute by $1, if we say, after making the wealth to the obelisk, everyone will be greedy and they want to be who is leading here. But let's be fair. Let's learn from Ash Mufarah, our CEO. We are here to learn. More of it, I'm here to learn from Ash Mufarah. And that's the wisdom we are talking about. Thank you very much.
Inshallah.
Wow, wow, wow. That is it. Each one of us, we are a teacher and we are a student. Either way you look at it, we are teachers and students at the same time. Thank you so much, Sister Yasmin, for pointing that out. If we can just learn 5%, if we can apply 5%, not even 30, because 30 seems too big. If we can just do 5%, just 5 from my hand, one hand, 5% of what was presented to us by Mr. Ash Mufarah, then we will have a better place. Let us consider ourselves, and our sister, beautiful Corinne, mentioned it earlier. Let us continue to flow. Let us continue to flow and grow into ourselves, because it starts individually and then we can work collectively. Together, we can lift up humanity. Together, we are stronger. But for us to be together, it starts individual. So each one, teach one. And as the beginning of this presentation, we had a beautiful sister that gave us a beautiful presentation that we are piggybacking off. So let us remember that wealth is not just about you gathering money and put it and tuck it away and buy the most expensive things. And we could go on and the fancy clothes and the fancy car and the fancy this. No. What will you do with the man that's next door that don't have anything? How will you impact the person when you're eating your food knowing that somebody outside of your door have no water to drink? What legacy are you creating? How are you lifting up humanity today, now? We heard Sister Corinne says, live in the now. Are you thinking in abundance, in the amount of things you shall gather for yourself? Or are you thinking in abundance to share? We were created to share. We were not created to gather a harvest for ourselves. We were created to share. Our heart was built inside of us in the shape to share, to expand our heart to the next person. Otherwise, we would be on this earth by ourselves. So there's a reason why we were created more than one. There's a reason why it's more than one of us. Our Creator created us more than one of us, so we could share. What He provided for us is for us to share. So as we share information here today, and as we gave the disclaimer that we are not professional where we are giving financial advice, but we are giving from our opinion, we are serving directly from our hearts. We're serving from our experience, as Sister Amina talked about her clothes that she got for 20 years. I do have something that I have for 28 years. I won't say what it is because I now see it back in style, but that's good. So we are here to share with you. I want to acknowledge some of the brand ambassadors in the audience. We thank you for your support. I see Cynthia Brown, Sapna G, Swati G, Lisa, and others. I want to acknowledge you for your support. It is your support why we show up every single Saturday to serve you, because we are servers. But before I go to the next sister, women of the world, women across the globe, as we continue to celebrate International Women's Month, remember to celebrate yourself first. We as women are bankers from the get-go. We are accountants from the get-go. We are a household resource that we know how to take a dollar and break that dollar down and disperse it. I don't remember who mentioned the piggy bank earlier, but yes, we knew what a piggy bank was, and you dare not go in the piggy bank. That piggy bank was sitting in a corner, maybe underneath your bed, and you dare not touch that piggy bank. The moment you touch that piggy bank, it's a form of desperation, but it was there for a reason. Let us go back and realize that we started from somewhere, and we will continue to grow, and we will continue to flow, and we will continue to glow. Ladies of the world, as we come together, we are not coming together only on Saturdays to be seen. We're coming together on Saturday as a movement. We're coming together to lift up humanity, to feed you, because you need to be fed. We're coming together on a Saturday, every Saturday, we're in different time zones to let you know that together we are stronger. Together we will lift up humanity. Together our heart bonds. Wherever you are, we are coming. If we have not reached you yet, just remember, you are not alone. So with that said, let me pause, and I'm going to go back to our presenter that we had as we travel back to the USA, Sister Miriam Edwards.
Wow, wow, wow. To all our queen sisters, to all our beautiful queens who have excelled, who have shown, who have shared out of the abundance, as Queen Sister Karine says, out of what we already have. We come together to share because we are connected together, not competing, but complementing each other with our gifts, with our talents, to make humanity, to lift up humanity one by one, because we are created to operate in an era of gifting. And that's exactly what we're doing because of the vehicle that Mr. Ash Mafari put together. We are connected across the globe. I know so many people now because of the ingenuity of Mr. Ash Mafari. Thank God he was obedient, he listened, and he acted on what God has given to him, acted on the potential that he was created with, because we are not infused with potential. We already got it. So let it flow. Let it flow. Let love flow, and fear will go. Let it flow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Rika, Sister Verona, for allowing me to speak on this platform. You have given us women a voice that others, that our king brothers, that our queen sisters can understand that we're all created with the potential to flow as life allows us. Love you all abundantly. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Let's wow for ourselves being women. We are special, and God has given us, I would say, universe has chosen us for a reason. As many of us, in fact, every one of us believe that. And if you have not started believing why you are here, please start believing yourself, because yes, the one reason and the one vision that we are together is because we are serving, and everyone is learning from each other. It's not that we are teaching. Let's make it very clear. We are learning from each other. It's not that we are the professors or we have a lot of knowledge. It's just that let's learn together, because learning would make us the best version of ourselves. We are just trying. We are just trying. So what we need is to be together. And this was a wonderful topic. And Miriam, we do appreciate that you brought this up today with the presentation. And as we all said, this is our point of view, our opinion. Everyone would have their own opinions. And as the coin has two sides, we can relate to which side we fall. That's completely our own decision. But remember one thing, do not forget who you are, why you are here on this planet, on this earth, on this universe, and what your vision is. Because now, since we have been hearing Mr. Ash Mufareh, and to be very honest, yes, each time when we hear him, we have a lot to learn, a lot to learn, a lot to learn. At times I feel I haven't done even a bit. I haven't contributed even a bit. So we have a lot to do, and it's only possible when all the women understand who they are. Please value yourself. This entire month of March, let's celebrate, but let's celebrate every day, because every day it's a Women's Day. Not only the Women's Day, all the brothers, those who are watching us, those who are supporting us, we just need a little more support, and a push up for all the sisters who think that it's not their duty. Let's just come up from that that circle of life that we were yesterday, because today is a different one. Tomorrow is for sure going to be a different one. Our sisters, our daughters, whosoever are just youth, as Vanshika clearly said, what is your priority? Set up your priorities, and let's make a tomorrow the best version, the best tomorrow for ourselves, because the world would be the best place to live on. Starts from you, starts from me, and starts from everyone. So just remember, thank you so much for this Saturday, and do like, share, and comment, because we all need each other's support. It's not for us, it's for the better tomorrow. Just remember, the tomorrow is in our hands. Let's make it the best one. Verona, over to you to end up the session today.
Sometimes I think I don't have words, and my words are always wow and wow, because those are simple words. But we as women, no matter what, there's always a wow effect to us. There will always be a wow effect to a woman. And as we come here And as we celebrate together, Sister Corinne, Miriam, Yasmin, Yvonne, Rika G, Amina, Neera G, Dr. Benny, Marian G, Nisha Ma'am, Anna, Sola, Jane. I call it, and Dr. Davina, Mrs. Erin. I call you individually because everything starts individually. And I acknowledge each and every one of you individually. I celebrate you individually. Please, at this point, celebrate yourself individual, acknowledge your presence, acknowledge your gifts and your talents, expand your potential, raise the bar of your expectation. And know, when you do such, we, as we serve on this platform, we will be more effective. Tap into yourself, see who you are, and as Sister Corinne rightfully said, we are operating on abundance because we were created in abundance. Live in your now, each and every one of you. Live in your now. So today, as we go through this session, I want to thank each and every one of you. Oh, and Francisca, of course, our baby girl. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up. I oftentimes says this, that when you show up, you're not showing up for yourself. You're showing up for your family. You're showing up for your community. And you're showing up for generations to come. Let us remember that we are showing up to leave a legacy. I also want to stop and pause and go deep inside of my heart, to the furthest place inside of my heart, to pick out a patch of gratitude. A patch of gratitude for Mr. Ash Mafari. I could have picked out more than one patch, but I want to go and just pick out one patch. It's because of his vision, his dreams, his intentions. It's because of his love that he looked behind himself and saw humanity. I want to thank him for his eyes, his insights. I want to thank him. Personally, sir, my brother, you are not from another mother. I just want to let you know that. You are not from another mother. We all came from one mother. So let us acknowledge this. We all came from one mother. Because it's the first mother why we are here. So we are not like brothers and sisters. We are brothers and sisters. Sir, from my heart to yours, I say thank you for allowing us women to know that we are confident enough. We are bold enough. We are strong enough, and our voice matters. Thank you, sir. As we close this session, I say, go with love, go with peace, go with light, go with understanding, walk in your abundance, knowing that the greatest wealth is not about the money in your bank account or the money you're about to receive. The greatest wealth, my dearest, those who are viewing and those who are on this panel, your greatest wealth is the purest, unconditional love. I am Verona Willis Brown from the US. Thank you.
So wow, wow, wow. We are so in it to win it. Till next Saturday, just think about tomorrow and just be together. That's all what we want, the world wants today. So thank you so much, everyone, those who are watching us live. And we will be coming back with another beautiful topic with beautiful souls next Saturday. Catch us live. Till then, see you. Tata, bye-bye. And take care of your health because health is wealth. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Yep. Bye-bye. We love you.
Join it too, even it. We can unmute and we can just end the session.
Love.
We love you.
To
Wow, wow.
Everybody.